I was just in Brooklyn today,
How
and
was
it's like
that?
a hellhole.
What part were you traveling in?
Oh, I don't even know. I got kind of lost.
Nice. That happens there. You also get spiritually lost there.
Yeah, I almost never go to Brooklyn. It's too far away from where I live. I hate
Yeah,
going there. I mean, like right now we have this like crazy heat in New York.
The heat wave.
It's going crazy, and then right when I was coming here, they shut down like all the trains. And people have no idea what people in New York go through, but I guess we deserve it because we live in New York. And that's what people always say to me. And I'll post something, I'll be like, location New York, fucking urbanite. And like, I can't totally say that you're wrong. I mean, I live in New York. But you don't understand that we are punished every day for living in New York.
He's a German idealist.
Wow.
Well, okay?
He's German, right? He's a drum.
Can someone Google that?
He was a drum.
He's a German idealist.
Are you from New York?
No, I'm not from New York.
We have such a war going on where like the expectation is for people like really mind kill themselves like all the time. And we've recently seen some indications of this on Twitter. We've had some big events. I've been suspended, so I have to wait 6 days before I can come back and tell you the truth. This is the only place that you can hear this. They're silencing me.
Exclusive. Rest in peace, the real KantBot.
Logo. Why don't these people understand?
Well, mostly because they are heavily memed on. It's all people getting memed on all the way down, top to bottom.
Getting dumped on.
Sometimes for centuries old memes, they're getting memed on. It's a battle that goes back to the beginning of time, really.
They don't have actually that ironic view of history about how everything that they think they know is they don't embrace the conspiracy side of things.
I remember reading this comment, like, on the sidebar, like, some random Twitter account, like, DSA type account on one of these things, and they were talking about how satire that you can't distinguish from the real thing is bad satire. So I think it has something to do with that, right? Where if there's any sort of, like, subtlety or, like, the ability for essentially people to, like, get duped and to find the satire to be, like, real, then that's actually bad satire. Even though that's what generally I would define as being, like, good satire, right? Is, like, when it's indistinguishable and you have to, like, find, like, you discover the irony or whatever, and you have that sort of revelation.
That's the only time it really is ironic, I think. Irony is way more important than people realize.
It's an art.
I will not tolerate people saying that I, hide behind irony or anything. I don't. Irony is a beautiful thing that even the DSA chuds, they don't get it. Novalis said that, like, irony was geometric. And it's not, it doesn't counteract the thing that you're, trying to ironize. It actually heightens it in a, like, metaphysical way. And I support that kind of irony.
Irony is the way that, like, you learn to cognize a larger perspective than the one that's provided. You have to, like, intuit something beyond what is literally given. And that's, like, a consciousness changing endeavor when you actually embrace, like, the satirical worldview. And without that aspect of it, it's pointless. It's like watching Family Guy. where it's just like references. And that's ultimately what I think a lot of like the dirtbag left is essentially like Family Guy.
I don't know how you can be so opposed to irony. Like, there's also, like, it's just, there's a much bigger war just on, like, irony going on. You know, irony is, like, a bad thing because it's, like, a transmitter of, like, racist dog whistles.
Yeah.
So...
Or that you're using it, like, tactically to conceal authentically held sentiments that don't deserve any type of hearing in, like, the wider discourse. So irony is just, like... It's just like the rug and the table that the guard needs to like lift up and search under to find out what's really going on.
You know, irony is all about like, because I feel like it's right in a way, because irony is ultimately about like sincerity. Is that when you're being like, purely ironic, you're being like sincere in that exact time. Because you're like raising like the parody to like a point where it like becomes truth, and you believe what it is. But I think that also is like much better for thinking about things, because it opens up your mind at that point to what you're being ironic about.
Yes.
So you can actually like think about it in like a genuine way. So like in a way maybe that criticism is true in that sense, but I feel like we have such a war going on where like the expectation is for people to like really mind kill themselves like all the time.